at all.
You
You
don't?
about to
I've
find
never.
out.
I don't think I am about to find out. It's really ridiculous. I've gotten to the point of like conspiracy being aware of stuff that like now when people talk about UFO stories and shit like that, they be involving black ops humans doing shit like that. And be like, it was a human lady in the spaceship that probed me. It's like it was a what? What? Now now it's humans doing it? God
I
damn.
believe that. I believe that.
Is
Is it still probing if it's not
she
alien?
identified as an alien?
Bro, humans
Like
seem
she
to be
identified
the
as an
only
alien.
species to sodomize themselves at the moment.
No, I bet there's a species of monkey that do that. And
So far, I've only
Yeah, the
seen a
I
humanoids.
video of the
guarantee,
monkey put his finger in
if
his butt and snipping.
dolphins knew how to do more deplorable sexual acts, they would, because they're terrible creatures. And I mean that in terms of habit. I know there's good dolphins like Flipper or whatever, but like it's on
Flipper, that's
record
a
that they
fucking
have
movie
rape
though, bro.
dens. Yeah, well, you know what?
Said,
You have to give people it. What benefit do you have for orcas? Because they can be dicks too, but you got free willy. You give people what you can give them. You can't talk to them, so it's like, well, one of you acted well in that film, so I'll give you that. And I've heard
free
He's
will
stories that
he's
isn't
you've been helpful, but I've also heard for dolphins that like you have rape dens, and you'll just like kill puffer fish and like have fun with it, get high off the toxin. Like what? Why do the females in your community fuck everybody so that way you won't kill the babies? Like that's pretty weird.
there's a guy listening to this right now
kind
somewhere
of
in the deep
kind
south,
of
or is gonna be listening to this, saying, "Yeah,
kind of
you're 100% right, Talon," as he's licking a toad.
is yeah. He probably said they
Do you have
say, "Oh,
psychedelic toads in
dolphin pussy
America?
is the best pussy."
Gotta hit it like that dog was hitting that fucking steering wheel.
He was just having fun. You know, he was having fun.
It looked like he was putting in reps, like he was practicing. He was
Nah,
like, "This
yeah,
will prop me up." Hunt, 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 hunt.
That should have me dead.
As soon as he opened the door, he looked over like, "My bad," and got over in the passenger seat. Dogs are great, man. They're so loyal for so
In
little,
his
and
mind,
there's
he
too
thought the
many of
car
us
was
that
screaming.
anybody that treats dogs like a fucking asshole, you deserve the karma that you get.
Yeah, we don't
Deserve to
deserve
fucking get.
dogs.
He deserved to
There
get
are
probed
dog
by an
assholes.
alien.
There are dog assholes.
You mean asshole dogs?
Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely dog assholes, but there are
What I
asshole
was about to
dogs as
say,
well.
what is
A
a dog
lot of
asshole?
animal. We talking about a lot of animal private parts and shit.
Wieners, Red Rocket, Red Rocket,
That's
Red
funny.
Rocket,
Chili pepper.
chili pepper. Is that what they say in Puerto Rico?
That's a
Chili pepper, chili pepper. Vamos, vamos, chili
That
pepper.
that would be Mexico, motherfucker.
No, we
I
call it
don't
chili
know.
peppers and the little lipstick.
The little
The little,
lipstick.
the
What?
little lipstick.
Oh, what the fuck? The little lipstick.
That's what I
Man, I
used to
never,
call it when I was younger.
never played
That's
Oh,
with
you
my
got the
dogs
lipstick
like
out,
that. I
bro.
used to play fetch and like tug of war, but apparently motherfuckers out
Like,
here
yo, you see that dog's
playing chili
lipstick,
pepper,
bro?
red rocket, and let's lipstick or whatever the fuck you were talking about. What the fuck?
Little lip.
fucking that's like low key bestiality. But
Right.
I was just very
Some bitch
observant.
just got arrested for that not too long ago.
people, hey, wait, Jay, I
It's
want you to know
always a
that people get arrested for
bitch too.
bestiality all the time. It just doesn't make the news for a certain reason.
Except in Washington.
Nah, people get arrested everywhere for that shit.
Isn't
Everywhere.
it legal there
Just
though?
saying, like it's most of the time a woman too. Why would it be
Yeah,
legal
some
Well,
in
yeah,
instances
Washington?
too.
because
I don't know
I'm
what
never
states
going
have
there.
it where it's like decriminalized or it's not completely illegal. There's like 5.
It's too many.
So you just walk, you
Yeah,
see
that's
someone
5 too
walking with
many.
a dog, be like, that's your pet or that's your lover?
it's
Okay, nah,
usually the women with the
they keep
dogs.
it in private.
It's usually the women with the dogs. They get caught because they do it in the house. But the
Right.
men that are doing it in the barn with the goats.
Yeah, Farmville, you could be straight.
I know
Nobody's
in
gonna really check
Mexico they
on
be
the farm.
fucking chickens and shit.
Farmville.
In Mexico they fuck chicken. They
That's why
really
they
do.
took that
Fuck chickens. What
game
the
down.
fuck?
Yeah, they do. They say that
You never heard of fucking a chicken
when you
before,
turn
Jay?
I remember the
12,
episode of South Park.
when
Mm-hmm.
you turn
Help
12,
teach
if you want to be
a nigga how
considered
to
a man,
read.
you have to
That's
fuck a
fucking
chicken, and
insane.
if the chicken doesn't go, "Paka," you're not a
Wait, no,
man.
I heard of
That
that
sounds like a
before
trick.
too. I heard of that before too, Macho.
It
You're
was
That sounds
right.
like a
What was
I had a
motherfucking
that? Say
trick.
that
coworker.
one
He
more
told me
time.
that. Huh?
Say that one more time.
Coworker of mine says in Mexico, when you're around 12, 13, they take you to the fucking chicken coop. They make you fuck a chicken, and if the chicken doesn't go "Paka," you're not a man.
What
So you got to
the
keep going
fuck?
back to the barn until that chicken fucking squeals.
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
here's the question of the night. Are you gonna fuck a chicken and become a man, or stick your hand in a mitt full of bullet ants?
holy fuck.
Neither or.
Let's get them
All
chickens
right.
ready.
Right,
Stay
right? I'm
tuned.
gonna be a boy for the rest of my life. I don't care. I'll be a big boy.
Hey, you don't have to
Keep
do
my
either one of
nuts up.
those
Let me
things.
keep my nuts up.
You don't have to do
Fuck
either
that.
one of those things, you know.
It's time to go in the chicken coop and see
Right?
which chicken is ready.
Just don't do it for 10 years and watch.
Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to the break room. Saturday, the Friday night sensation.
Living in the
Bitch,
past.
right.
Living in the past, Jay.
What you thought I was saying?
I thought you were trying to say we sad. That's
We sad? What? What the fuck are we sad about?
Huh? Generation Z.
Generation Z.
They're
I'll
not
tell you
all
what.
bad.
I'll tell you what. We're not sad about
What comes after? What comes after
Ocean
Z?
Gate. We're not sad about Ocean Gate. Not at all.
Man,
Yeah,
Ocean Gate? I thought it was called Submarine Gate.
This is Ocean Gate.
Well, Ocean Gate's the company, so it just fits.
Okay.
it's not Distract Gate 340?
Well,
Do
it's
they really
definitely
have a
Distract
PlayStation 2
Gate.
controller?
Is that
That
too?
shit is, bro. There's no leg or nothing like hanging out of that shit when they took it out.
You saw that they found it in many pieces.
I would say that the fact that they say it imploded, you shouldn't expect any human body parts to be like identifiable. Like that doesn't make sense.
Fuck identifiable. I just want to see a body part.
You're not gonna see any body
Especially,
parts.
no, look, after a
They
week,
Bro,
basically
they
exploded.
faked they death. Come on.
after
I was
Everybody-
gonna
we're
say,
down there,
They exploded, bro.
right? Look, if
They
they
faked
didn't
their
fake the death, which I don't think that's the case, it's probably a knockoff.
Everybody thinks
Any
it's not
any
the case because the kid was there.
any body parts that were
Okay,
there
what's about-
were gonna be eaten by the scavengers down there. They were down there long enough that any remains would have been eaten.
Yeah, bro. Ain't
For
True,
sure.
but where there's no
They're not
shoes.
finding
or
nothing, bro.
No shoes.
You
Like,
said
if
you said no
They
shoes.
eat shoes.
you
Nobody
think
eats
the
shoes.
fucking shark is gonna be like, oh no, there's a shoe. Let me spit that
There's
out.
drift under there and shit. You do realize that.
I was gonna say yeah, shit moves in the ocean where you can't find it. Like it just because it was where you thought it was. Give it a day or two, that shit could be who knows where, thousands of miles away.
They
So they're
found
never
it.
gonna,
They
they're not
found
gonna
it a
find
couple miles
shoes
away
or
though.
clothes. Would you say?
They found it a couple miles away though.
If you believe that, of course. None of this shit I
know
believe they're
faked
saying
their
is
death,
real.
bro. The motherfuckers swam
You
to
know-
Epstein Island.
There's no way they
You know what's crazy as fuck
Jake,
is like
Jake,
this.
Jake,
No
tell Jazz to speak in the mic.
Submarine.
What? What you said?
Tell Jazz to speak in the mic.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't rational at all. How they said that it was 8 hours of oxygen and it
They
took
died,
6
yo,
hours to
right.
get down there.
Hey, them people died. Like, if they actually did die, it was way before the media. It was like there's 6 hours left. Like, now they've been dead. They've been dead for a
Yeah,
minute.
because it
They
don't
died
make
once
sense. Like
they
if
lost
it's
contact for
listen,
the hour. That
if
hour
it's
that
only
they lost
8 hours of
contact, they died.
oxygen and it takes you 6 hours to get down there, You won't make it back up anyways. Because you're only gonna
I
have
don't know
2
what the
hours.
Yeah,
fuck you going down there with a fucking submarine that's controlled by a cheap ass Logitech
no, no, no,
controller
no, 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 no.
anyway.
Look. Them using a Logitech controller or whatever, that's really not a problem. That's more common than you probably think it is and stuff. The problem is that they went down in this tube and they couldn't see out of the tube. They were looking at cameras on a video. So they legit could have just been 50 feet underwater for 6 hours and they wouldn't have fucking known shit. And they could have been
Yeah.
having all these scam ass tours where people think they're going down the Titanic. You just send a drone down with a damn camera and you just take people on various drone camera shit and make it seem like it's different or whatever. They don't go nowhere. But nah, instead, they're actually sending people down in these subs when most often it's like it's failure. They talk about how they reuse parts. Like, yeah, I got this at like the submarine thrift store. And it's like, why is that a place? And why are you using that on this machine? That doesn't make any sense. You just like, well, why are you not commissioning a company that does this to make your shit? You're just like finding old subs from World War II and throwing it together and saying, yeah, well, obviously we can't do Windows, so it'll be a camera. Just believe you're seeing it for real. Why don't you just watch it from home then? You're a billionaire. You could have bought a drone to go down there and get live footage, but instead you went down in a metal tube and died like a retard. The fuck?
Meanwhile, fucking across the sea somewhere, 700 people fucking died on a boat sinking. Nobody heard about that.
But it was
So
like
much with water deaths.
What boat?
I think there was
Yeah, it was fucking 700 migrants. So let me put up. Let me pull up the article. I'll
From
tell
where
you.
to where?
I think it was in Greece, right? Somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Something like that happened to the Romans once.
I mean, everybody's not.
As many as 700 migrants are feared to have died after an overloaded fish vessel capsized last week off the coast of Greece. As search and rescue efforts continue with dwindling expectations, the Greek Coast Guard is facing backlash over its failure to help rescue passengers before the boat sank. And that was back on the 23rd.
No, but for real though, like that's crazy that everybody on there died. That's
I
kind
don't
of
think they
bananas.
died. The submarine, they still alive.
Right?
There's
But
that football
they
player
said
that
the
died
Navy
too.
after fucking 5 people, but said nobody for 700.
It was both of those. It was ours and the Canadian fucking military looking for them, and you can't find them. That makes us look so fucking weak. Like,
No,
oh, just
no,
come. We
no,
won't find you. Don't worry about it.
they're never.
We won't
The
find you.
people. The people are never gonna be found after it was like, yo, this is you're not even really supposed to be down there with like this half-ass submarine y'all got, and if the shit exploded or imploded like they say, it's like, bro, it ain't that's whatever, man. Them motherfuckers is bits and pieces. Everything in the ocean, like
At
Tyler said,
best.
eating them alive, eating them dead. Like they said, you're not getting no body parts. They blew up. They combusted.
Like beyond the fact that they would get eaten, the amount of pressure down there is going to crush their bones. Like it's going to do things to where there's not going to be remnants of the body. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the cloths and like the clothes and shit, but like that's gonna one get covered by the sediment because there's constant sediment dropping down from the top all the time, like it's snowing. So even if there are clothes, it's gonna get covered. And then after that, there's the drifts. So if you go down there and you die, that's it. Yeah, you are with Neptune and Davy Jones.
Shark bait.
I think it was a bad move.
Bad place. You don't want to be in Davy Jones' locker.
Like you remember when they showed Dory and fucking Charles, whatever his name was, in Finding Nemo, when they went
Bruce.
down in the deep.
It was Bruce.
His name wasn't Bruce. That's not his name.
Fucking shark.
The shark. Yeah.
No, but that's not who she.
Oh, Marlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Marvin. They went down there. They wouldn't have before it got super dark. They would have been crushed. The little fish bodies can't handle that shit. They're coastal fish. They would have died. Nemo died. Nemo never got rescued. They ended the movie right there. We can accept vegan sharks because they died when they went down below.
So yeah, just imagine what kind of sharks or what kind of species they would have discovered or could have discovered down there. That shit's terrifying.
Bro, really, they were only 2 miles down.
Only 2 miles. I don't think you really understand how far that is in the fucking ocean and how the
Look,
human body
only
is not
2
supposed to
miles
be there.
down or up is fucking a lot.
Like you understand, like Denver is the mile high city, and it's a crazy place for you to be to try to get acclimated to the change in the air. For most professional athletes, it's a problem. It's a mile high city. So imagine 2 human beings could make it in a 2 mile high city.
True.
So think about 2 miles in the ocean, bro. You ain't got no business. You don't got no business like 700 feet in the ocean, down in the ocean. You're gonna die. But 2 miles.
You still got those people doing those free dives where they hold on to the shit and they're just like, "Watch me not die." Okay. Yeah, I guess you should get paid a lot of money for being stupid.
I don't think.
Good
I
Lord.
don't really think those people died, bro.
I mean, I've seen the live cam, but
this is
can't trust nothing.
Well, no, as Macho, are you saying like this is some other shit where them people is like you said Epstein Island, or they hid them somewhere, or there's some other conspiracy?
I feel like they were gonna get killed by somebody. Somebody were out for them, and they decided.
First of all, the guy that owns the company, he fucking owes like $2 million to a couple here in Winter Park.
And imagine how many more people he owed money to then, or how much other debt he has with people and shit.
Right,
and
just murders people.
That's just one person that was on there,
allegedly.
And people think the fucking kid was the innocent.
Who knows, he was like what 18? How old was the son? He was young.
But you never know. You know what I mean? Nowadays,
I mean, I highly doubt he's got a bunch of enemies in life.
He didn't even want to go, but apparently his dad was super obsessed with the Titanic.
The wife wanted to go with him, and then the son was like begging to go, so she switched with him.
And these are all conspiracies and stuff, because I understand what it is.
You got billions of dollars, and you said, I'm going to get in the fucking poorly made tube with 4 other people. James Cameron went down in a person-sized sub for 1 person, and that's why he came back alive. They went down in a freaking pill cap and had like a little bag for some shitters and a knockoff Logitech controller from Wish. Like, it didn't even make sense. With no windows, nothing. They could have been watching SpongeBob and been like, "This is what it looks like down here? I didn't realize this was a real show."
Now that's wild. That's one of them stories that's like, this is really gonna be a big deal. And people are gonna think this is like a sad, tragic event. It's like, I don't know why. This can't be real.
It's an unfortunate. I don't know about tragic.
Tragic, unfortunate. I don't think it's real regardless.
Fair.
And if it is real, and if I'm wrong about it, I'm like, that's just dumb. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
You know what is real?
Israel?
Yeah, I was gonna what?
Israel?
You know what is real?
Oh.
Do you know what is
Why
real?
don't you tell me exactly what is real?
How about I let CNN tell you exactly what's real about something?
Okay.
About something that's not real.
Something that is not real, huh?
Lab to table has arrived, with the US now the second country to approve the sale of what's called cultivated meat. That's meat grown from live animal cells and cultivated with nutrients and amino acids in a giant vat, kind of like you'd find at a brewery. Supporters say it will help fight climate change by reducing the need for traditional animal agriculture, like cows, which emit greenhouse gases which warm the planet. But hey, how does it taste?
It'll taste exactly as you would expect a chicken to taste. So
but the
part that's remarkable about it is we didn't have to raise and slaughter a chicken to get real chicken meat out of it. And the part that's unremarkable is that it tastes like chicken. It's what we've been used to eating for
Look
thousands
at
of
that. You
years.
see that bitch? You see her fucking face? Hold on.
Tastes like chicken because it comes from a chicken. Apparently, cows are more complicated.
Is that the part that's
I don't know
remarkable
what that
about it is
tastes
we didn't
like.
have to raise and slaughter a chicken to
Chicken
get
got no gloves
real
on.
chicken meat out of it. And the part that's unremarkable is that it tastes like chicken. It's what we've been used to eating for thousands
like
of years.
chicken. She was like, what? No, don't.
Tastes like chicken because it comes from a chicken. Apparently, cows are more complicated to grow. Two companies plan to sell cultivated chicken to restaurants in Washington and San Francisco. Kind of like a...
That's crazy.
Bro, I'll blow up those fucking plants, bro.
Yeah, I'll start eating
But
grass.
that's
Man.
nothing new. They've been giving us fake chicken for years already.
Thank
They
you,
just-
thank
they-
you, Macho.
Yeah, that soy chicken.
Yo, why, like,
Bro,
why is that even news? Like when
Now
Burger King
because
said
it's
they
now
got
because
10
it's legal.
nuggets
Now
for
because it's
$1.30.
legal, you put it out there.
Yeah, but
Right.
who cares that it's legal or illegal? Motherfuckers are still eating the shit. They said they got 10-piece nuggets for $1.39, and y'all thought that was real chicken. What the
And
fuck
they
is wrong
still
with
do
that?
it today.
Right? $1.59 for 10 nuggets. That's not real chicken. You got to be crazy. And if it's like, say it's a real animal, it's not chicken. It's probably pigeon meat.
A lot of it
Pigeon meat?
officially is like parts chicken and then parts soy.
First of all, it
Soy,
can't be a
probably.
chicken.
So
That's why there's so many tits out there.
They said they're using chicken cells to create a piece of chicken. It's not a chicken. In order for it to be a chicken, it has to be alive. It has to have a fucking heart and be alive for as long as a fucking chicken lives. So
Yeah,
it's
but you didn't
obviously
hear
not a
there's
fucking chicken. This is an experiment.
They skipping steps.
there's
Yeah,
a
you
fucking
can't-
chicken
you can't do
shortage,
that.
remember?
We'll be like, it was never alive. We just came from.
Yeah, whatever happened to
Yeah,
that?
shit
Because
to
there was
death.
never a shortage of chicken.
Shit is
There ain't no
ridiculous.
shortage of chicken now. They growing them from
They
somewhere.
said there was a chicken shortage. It got more expensive, and we still had
The
chicken.
thing is, how you gonna? First of all, how you gonna let this happen? This is like how people letting this shit happen. This is I don't understand. Like, why would we accept it? Nobody knows the long. Well, we obviously
Because
do. It's been happening. Look what's happened with the fake chicken that's they selling in McDonald's and all these other places. Look what's happening. The mental intellect has gone down. People are fucking obese at fucking 2 years old. You already got you get diabetes at 9.
Right? They get full of hormones and all the food. All the
Right.
food
So
is poison.
the long term
Since you
effects
guys
of
asked,
fake
I'm
chicken
gonna have
is
to tell
not
you all
good.
the food is poison. So yeah, here we go. Jay,
Okay,
you gotta
well-
play the video, Jay.
I seen it. Hold on, let me pull it up.
You must
Let me
play
see
this
if I can
video.
find it on TikTok.
have y'all had in Arizona recently?
No.
Yeah, I have.
No, I haven't.
So I don't know when the fuck they did this, but Arizona is now a 2-serving drink, and that motherfucker got a few hundred calories and like 60 grams of sugar in it. I was gonna go
hold on.
in. I went to the store the other day,
The
and I
can.
was like, "Oh, the can." And I was like, "Oh, let me grab an Arizona," but it happened to be turned to where I could see the nutrition facts. I'm like, double, and I look at it, and I'm like, 230 calories, and then 60 grams of sugar. I just grabbed the Jarritos and just had soda. It was less calories by like over 100, and it had half the sugar.
Yeah, but it was always a 2-serving drink. It just didn't show.
This is
that
courtesy of Adult Swim. This footage.
Stay tuned for a very important announcement regarding food poisoning.
The carrot, the peas, the celery sticks, the meat and the fish will make you sick.
Oh shit!
The apples, tomatoes, wheat, and the corn, all the food
This
is
is
poison.
classic.
Don't eat the food, it's
Don't
poison.
eat the food. It's poison.
Poison.
The onions, pickles, and the melons too. Even the pasta and the turkey are contaminated food. Don't
So
eat
is
the
the
food.
water. So is the water. So is the water.
All the food is poison.
Chicken.
Chicken.
That's right. Baked beans. Duck orange.
Duck
Orange.
Radicchio. Hummus. Oranges.
Oranges.
Haas avocado.
Just
That
Haas
barbecue
avocado.
brisket. Horse meat.
Horse meat.
Snout. Little babies.
What?
Fingernail. Cigarette burn. Scabs. Napple. Napples. Try to figure out something else to eat. I'm out of here.
Where the fuck?
Napples.
Fingernails.
What is a
That
napple?
shit was funny.
You never had an apple, bro? They come from Florida.
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
No, I've never had the privilege of having an apple.
It's okay.
It's a black-grown apple.
Oh boy.
Where the fuck is that skit from?
It was Adult Swim.
That's not a show, though.
Hilarious.
Oh, what show? I don't know. I don't know what show.
I'm not gonna lie. That shit has some Wonder Chosen vibes, but Wonder Chosen wasn't on Adult Swim. It was on MTV.
It was? I thought it was on Comedy Central.
No, it was an MTV show.
Yeah, Wonder Chosen was nuts.
It only had 2 seasons, and if you watch them, you understand why.
Do you not notice the contradiction here? Do you see the contradiction?
Yeah, but like,
I want to know if the Indian motherfucker eats the meat.
Wait, what Indian?
The Indian motherfucker making the fake meat. I want to see him make a whole meal for his family.
No, he
make fucking chicken soup.
Doctor, hell no, he don't eat that shit.
He eats tofu and rice, and he eats healthy stuff, plants.
So fucking what's
probably.
This shit? Curry chicken. I'm like, yo, you gonna make curry chicken with that shit? You fuck.
Right.
That's what I want to see. I want to
Tastes exactly the same. Every time I hear that shit, it's a lie.
Yeah.
What?
It's a fucking lie.
Somebody says it tastes like chicken.
It tastes exactly the same. Tastes like the underside of my nutsack. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
It's none of the same thing. You know?
No, it didn't taste like chicken.
It had the
Gator is more like fish than chicken.
Yeah, it's like a fish. It tastes. It got fish.
You had some gator. You had some gator chili.
Gator nuggets.
You said
No,
gator
we had gator chili. That's all we had.
Yeah,
I had gator. I had gator nuggets. It's pretty good.
I said y'all in Florida, so I understand y'all having some gator, but I never thought it would taste like fish.
No, it doesn't taste like
That's
fish.
honestly
I
disappointing
would
to
say
hear.
it's the texture of chicken.
The texture is like
but
fish,
it has
but
like a fishy taste to it.
Yeah, like a smell.
Tastes probably because they're in water all the time.
Yeah, that makes
They're literally like
feel like
soaking
it's a
themselves in a
dirty,
shitty
dirty
poo
animal,
brine.
bro. I swear to God, it feels like when you eat it, you just feel like you're eating something that's not supposed to be in you. It feels like a dirty animal.
Nah, I wanna smoke a fucking
That's fair.
Crocodile.
I think it says a dirty animal.
It is, bro. It's filth.
You want to smoke yourself a gator?
Smoke myself a gator.
Gators
Throw them in that old smoker there and just
imagine
smoke them up.
They disgusting.
Smother them in Q sauce.
They worse than fucking
Say
shrimp
coon
and fucking
sauce?
tilapia.
In the Q sauce.
Tilapia is not even real.
Fuck
Yeah,
Tilapia is not real, but whatever it is, it tastes good.
Don't ever eat it.
Too late.
They use it to clean poo out of things and then they kill it and sell it to
The tilapia is exactly like the fucking chicken the Indians making. It's the same thing. It's the chicken of the sea now. The tilapia.
Right.
Bro, they use it to cultivate gardens and shit, and they have them swimming in their shit.
No,
Nigga, do you like lobster or crab
Don't do it.
or shrimps?
You know when
Like, please.
You know when they catch the
Do you like
fish?
shellfish? Because them shits is disgusting.
Jay, you know
like
when they catch fish in the net?
Crabs and lobsters literally eat shit. They roaches, nigga. They roaches in the sea. Motherfuckers love roaches, but you say you like tilapia, like, oh, that motherfucker's garbage. How could you? Because it tastes good if you know how to cook it. The fuck?
Tilapia is worse than
I
lobster,
will
though.
say tilapia is not a good fish in general. There's much better fish to make.
For sure. But if that's what you got, you can make it work.
Yeah, you can get fucking swole off that shit too.
Like,
That shit has no fat in it.
Like humans in general and in America eat shit that they don't understand how it lives all the time. And that's why whenever they talk shit, if you ask them, "Oh, you like shellfish? You anything like that?" Unless they say I'm allergic, you just be like, "Gotcha,
Here's the
bitch."
thing. Shellfish eat
You
You
guys
like a
ever ate
lobster roll?
whales,
escargot?
bro.
If you like
All the
lobster rolls, you like a
sperm, all the
cockroach roll.
sperm that's floating in the sea from the fucking whales and all that shit. The lobsters and the
Sperm,
shrimp eat that
protozoa.
shit.
There's literally cells of things that don't live anymore in there.
Anybody ever ate escargot?
Yeah.
That was a
No.
How
person.
is
I
it?
don't eat no person, bro.
Shit is slimy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it would have good
How about
texture.
caviar? I had caviar. That shit was disgusting.
Not had caviar. I have had
You said
frog
clams?
legs.
Did you say clams?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's regular. What?
Yeah, that's not that crazy. You mean
No,
like
I mean,
oysters, like raw oysters or something?
is the escargot like clam?
Oh,
No, I thought
clam is kind of tough though.
Shit is nasty, bro. My dad was saying it was saying.
Any of y'all had gooey duck?
Huh?
Gooey duck? What the fuck is that?
Oh well, go on YouTube and look up a gooey duck, my friend. We gotta educate yourselves and some people here.
Yeah, we gotta learn. We gotta
You
learn.
gotta learn. You gotta learn what the fuck a gooey duck is and how to spell it. I'll tell you right now because you're gonna spell it wrong. It's GEODUCK.
G what?
GEODUCK. Gooey duck. It's like how's that go gooey?
Oh,
Don't
that
ask
shit
me
is
that.
disgusting. I know exactly what that is.
Well, open it up. Apparently, it's some of the best clam you can get. I have not found out, but I have seen this stated several times in food shows.
Viewer discretion advised.
Motherfuckers talk about eating hot dogs. How about eating this motherfucker?
Glizzy
This shit
3000.
grows. This is egregious.
Whoa, that's a dick, bro. That's a dick, bro.
No, it's a gooey duck.
That's a pure dick, bro. I know a dick when I see one, bro.
That's a clam, and it's a gooey duck,
Oh
Marco.
no, that's a
See,
cock,
look,
bro.
see. Watch that. She's gonna beat it, and then this is not what I was talking about because she's savage here.
That's a cock. That's a
Yo,
huge.
nah,
That's a
you did a mukbang, bro. You're fucked for that, nigga.
Oh, she's
No,
cutting it. She's a fucking piece of shit.
nah, bro. Mukbangs.
Smacking it.
This man went to a mukbang. That's not what I meant. Yeah, they slap it so it gets stiff.
Wake up!
What are we watching? This is not.
That is okay. That's
and
not
then
what I
it's
was
leaking.
expecting you to look up, bro.
This is what you eat,
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
She is a savage, bro. She's
Man,
a piece
I
of
should
shit,
have
bro.
expected Jay to look up a video like that and not something like
Jesus,
National
bro.
Geographic
I've
ish.
seen that video before, but I didn't know that's what a gooey duck was.
Crazy.
Yeah, them shits.
Yo, she slapped that shit hard.
You saw it grow. That shit was weird.
Violence classes.
Shit gave me flashbacks of myself. It was just
Right?
that long though. That's
Yeah, she
crazy.
slapped the shit out that dick.
That shit
Right?
grew. That shit spit
Wake
at her,
up.
too.
She wanted more servings.
She did though.
Started leaking. It was like
She's like,
And
I
then-
told you I wanted around too.
And then she put it in that sauce. Like, what the fuck
So
is
what?
that gonna do? That shit,
Question.
It's like,
So
it's
what?
like some red chili sauce.
that shit
Listen,
is terrible.
listen.
That's probably the only flavor
Listen.
outside of whatever the fuck that tastes like.
Listen, I want to tell you something. Listen, out of all the bestiality shit that I ever seen, why we never seen a woman that was into bestiality fuck with the gooey duck?
I don't think about
If
it.
I was a woman and I was into bestiality, I wouldn't go after a dog or horse. I just go get me some gooey duck, nigga. What do you got? That was the closest thing to a dick, and it looked
I mean,
alive.
I
It looked
guess
like,
cucumber sales would be down at that point.
fuck a cucumber. Then
You mean
can
the
smack and it
cumbrumber?
moves.
Cucumber's not an animal.
Right?
And more
It's a
importantly,
living thing, but it's not animal.
before the internet showed you that kind of fucking gooey duck clam thing, you never knew it existed. Like niggas know horses exist, and you seen them on the farm.
Bro, I felt like we was watching a simulation of a fucking like a porno, nigga. It was weird. It was just
That's
weird, bro.
exactly
It was a simulation, bro. That shit
Wait,
was
hold on. That's
crazy.
exactly why they make them videos and be posting them on the internet. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, she was
Right.
delivering. Like you don't eat gooey duck and smack it like that.
None of that isn't an accident at all, bro.
I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be.
Mukbangs are an affront to everything.
You think the first time you eat gooey duck, you're gonna grab it and just smack it like that?
That was definitely not her first time.
First
She
of
probably
all,
got 8 more in the fridge.
Bro, when she smacked that shit, it squirted.
I know that's what it says, leaking.
Yo, she had to get the nut out. She had to get the rest of the nut out first.
That shit was a simulation, bro. I'm telling you, that shit had the nut and everything and the groove.
I would say I don't know if that's a simulation, dog. I think that shit was
I don't
real.
know. I wouldn't like nobody smacking my shit like that. Anyways, I'd be, yo, you doing, bro?
I wouldn't like it being bit like that. Fuck that. That's
you saw that?
Yeah, the part where she bit it off was really a turn off for me as well.
She violated that duck. That duck was quacking all the way home, bro.
That first bitch was Lorena Bobbitt.
What a
I
legend.
don't know. That bitch was bobbing that fucking gooey duck. That's crazy. I want to get that food. I want to do a romantic night for my wife and serve her that.
Gooey duck?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to cook gooey duck?
I get that shit without fucking seasoning and all that shit.
Make
like,
sure
yo,
you
baby,
video it for the YouTube, for the TikTok.
Bon appetit, and then take it off. She'll be like, where the fuck? She gonna think I'm Jeffrey Dahmer's.
You need to video you making
That's
that
what it look
gooey
like.
duck.
It look like she
The fuck is this, an elephant dick?
Fucking fridge.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't eat anything that is phallic. Anything that looks like a dick, I don't eat it.
You don't eat bananas, bro?
I cut them into pieces.
Banana chips.
It was phallic, though. You're still eating it.
Same principle.
No,
I don't
especially if you
like
come
food.
from New York. I can't never bite into
You're just not eating it in the phallic form.
Like, hey, yo.
Oh, all right. So that I don't.
No
I
white
don't
sauces for me.
Stuff it in my mouth. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Got a different kind of life. If that's how you eat bananas. She's just fucking gross.
Listen.
How do you eat
How do you eat burritos? Do you cut those up?
Burritos aren't phallic. Come on now. What the fuck is wrong with
Oh, okay. Okay.
wait, hold on. Are you really gonna sit here and say a burrito is phallic?
Wait, but there are. Listen. I see my shit of porn, bro. There's motherfuckers shaped like burritos, bro. There's niggas out there like that.
Wait, you know how much you got to think about dick to think of a dick looks like a burrito?
The fact that people are comparing food to dicks at all.
You from New York? That shit written in your DNA.
A lot of food looks like vaginas and dicks anyway, like in nature. But that's
it looks like food, my nigga.
No, it looks like sex organs because that's what they are.
I guess when I see a pomegranate, I just be like, "That's a pomegranate for sure."
I ain't gonna lie. When I see peach, I do think of vagina.
Depends on what example you're talking about. Wait, hold on. So, like, you understand, a woman has a nice ass. People will say it looks like a peach. That's not because you don't see the correlation between the two. It's like, oh shit, it kind of does look like a peach.
Yeah, somewhat.
Right, but does that mean that if you're not bi as a woman, you shouldn't eat peaches?
I didn't make those rules for anybody else. I said that's my life. You can do whatever.
Well, you know what? I can't hold you for rules for yourself.
Peaches.
I cannot and will not hold you for that.
What did you say, Macho?
I said when I see peaches, I never thought about booty. I always thought about vajay.
Right?
Yeah, like a peaches.
What?
Because you cut it in half, it looks like a vajay when you cut it in half. And
that's all right. That's not. I'm talking about like when you see a peach in nature.
When it's solid, when it's solidified, and you look at it
when it's solid.
Yeah, obviously never
Before
seen
you get all that juice up out of there.
That's what that shit looks like.
The jeans
what you say, Jay?
bottoms. They didn't name them peach bottoms.
What you say, Jay?
I feel you.
I said, y'all obviously never seen a peach in tights. Y'all better go on fucking YouTube. I mean, on TikTok.
Bro,
and
man,
on
after you showed us the fucking
Instagram.
gooey duck, man, I don't want to see nothing you got pull
Wait,
up.
a peach in tights?
A peach? I'm not trying none of the shit he's showing.
I don't know if I was disgusted or I felt violent. I don't know.
I feel like it's not going to be something that I'm going to want to see at all. So.
That's just
It's a beauty jack.
I want to cook that shit.
Somebody else who's watching the show, you go look it up. Tell us what happened.
They could be like gooey
We,
duck.
we
Gooey
appreciate
Duck?
you.
You're gonna watch more Gooey Duck?
Bro, no more of that, bro. I feel.
I mean,
you're
if
gonna
you're gonna
watch-
put Gooey Duck up on there, like put something educational about it. Don't just put some bitch eating the fuck out of one. That shit's weird.
That's gonna make us
I mean,
feel like
we're selling
2-3%
porn
gay.
at that point. But before we sell porn, I can guarantee you we have a word
Before
from our sponsors.
when do you start?
That dizzle ain't no joke, got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up, I be dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. When Callie said I need another one, gon' have you coming back for more. But go get it while it's hot, before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
Hey, shout out to Baby D. But I thought you said that we were getting a new Dizzle video.
I was just gonna say that, like, yo, when we gonna get a new Dizzle video?
That's Lady of Rage.
What
Is that her name? Because I've been saying this shit because he's never said what her name was. That's why I always be saying a random name.
Baby D from Friday. That's her actual rapper's name. But yeah, go on.
Oh, okay. All right, then I guess we'll continue with that. But I'm sorry, bro. Talk about syrup, which seems very creepy at times, but keep talking.
Yes, sir. We are also brought to you by the very, very special product that we all know and love. And it is edible, and it is known as
chicken
syrup.
Chicken syrup.
Go right now to syrup.com and pick the flavor of your choice. Look at all these fucking flavors. Cinnamon toast, banana cream, peaches and cream, strawberry, peaches and cream. Innuendo accepted. Strawberry, coffee, apple and cinnamon, lemon cream, raspberry, and orange marmalade. These things are amazing. I believe there's also a marshmallow flavor, but I
Can you just use it like as like put it in milk and just make it as like a milkshake?
Bro, you can use it for anything. We use it in our
You
alcohol.
can even wash your windows with it.
Toast in your house? I want to try that cinnamon toast.
Yeah, we use it on our waffles, on our alcoholic drinks.
Put it on your fucking gooey
Kids
duck.
use it on their cereal, in their oatmeal.
It stains on upholstery.
Does it go good with gooey duck?
I don't know about gooey duck. We don't partake in gooey duck.
It removes all
you
stains.
let me know which flavor you want, and I'll.
It does everything.
You said what, sidewalk?
I said it cleans blood off the sidewalk. Fucking is everything.
It does
everything.
Oh, I love it.
It sure does.
Get up, go soap scum off your glass walls.
Jay is stupid, bro.
But no, shout out to Syrup. We appreciate y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to try that cinnamon taste.
You can clean your engine with it.
It goes great on Belgian waffles.
Before I forget, because I don't have any
Huh?
I don't have the promo video
For Scalabry?
Here it is right here.
Brave fart?
No brain fart. I'm pulling it up on Instagram because I don't have this. This is the newest. Not this one. This is the newest product from Dizzle in stores in California right now.
Oh, really?
Dizzle
look at that.
Nova
Well,
Delta
isn't
8
that a
gummies.
nice, pretty package?
Oh yeah, that shit fucking killing you, bro.
That's very attractive.
And it has
Oh,
3
no,
flavors.
go back down. Yeah. There we go.
What is those?
Very pretty.
What is
pie.
that?
You know what's so funny? There's a guy in the nursing home. You
Edibles?
know Mr. Chapman? Oh, Jay?
Yeah, edibles.
Mr. Chapman sounds just
What
like that.
the hell?
Oh, no. Edibles.
I was like, are you artists? He said, I like to do. I was like, whoa.
Oh, I know him. Don't
I
talk
would
to
never
him.
fuck with Delta 8 gummies
He's
again.
a pervert.
So go to DizzleNova.com right now and order yours.
Get a couple Dizzle. I'm done with that voice now.
What's your name there, fella?
It's actually a guy in the fucking nursing home that sounds like that. It's fucking creepy.
So yeah, I definitely wouldn't trust him.
I'm like, you like to Joyce? I like to
Get your fat ass over here.
He got the whistle and everything.
How the fuck they do that shit, bro? Like, that's crazy. They really had a pedophile character for years.
Nobody
Yo, you heard about that? You heard about that?
He was trying to do boys.
If we heard about what, G?
That fucking the U.S. sent $62 billion to the Ukraine by mistake.
Can we send, like, by mistake?
By mistake?
How you said it by mistake? Nobody said, bro, you
Man,
don't even
ain't
send
nobody ever
$100
fat
by
fingered
mistake.
me with $1 billion. The fuck?
I'll say
By
this
mistake,
is,
bro.
This is nice.
There's no way.
This is clear as day money laundering for something.
Right.
They're hiding something. Did you
Like, that's
see that
absurd.
Biden was on, what's it called? Like the
You see the woman, you saw the woman, like, it was like 7 months ago. They sent like $5 million to her account, and then she transferred it to another account, and they try to lock her up, and she wound up beating them in court and got more than $5 million because she was like, it was their fault.
Yeah, that's a clerical error. She ain't doing nothing wrong.
Well, this one,
Yes,
this one was classified as an accounting error. It says Pentagon accounting error provides
Yeah,
extra.
no.
They don't get away with accounting errors of that kind of that large.
Yeah, that's absurd.
No. It was 6.2, not 62. 6.2.
No. That doesn't matter.
That makes it better.
6.2, bro.
If it was $10,000, it still wouldn't matter.
Bro. That's changing lives, bro.
That's our money that we gave to the government because we've been bought into the idea that we should still do it, even though it was initially not constitutional in the first place.
You could buy all the fucking buildings from 161st to 170th.
Bro, it was an accident, bro. It was an accident.
There's no way. There's no way.
No.
Acronym?
Jay, have you ever sent $150 to someone you know by mistake?
Nah.
So you telling me they're gonna send $6 billion by mistake? Fuck out, that's too many zeros.
Like, there was no confirm send. Like, are you sure you want to send 6.2 billion to your friend Ukraine? Are you sure? Okay, you're sure? Okay.
It asks you like 3 times.
Bro,
let's review. It even asks you a review. It sends you a review and everything. Review.
Motherfucking Zelle has that type of security.
Sure, confirm.
I don't understand. I don't understand why they keep lying to us and saying like,
And
"Oh, it was an accident."
like
yo,
we're stupid. Like we're not fucking. Like we don't know what it is to
We
have a bank account.
Canada's over here burning like plastic for fun, and we're sending fat fingered amounts over there. We need to be sending money to the Canadian border to make a big ass fan blow that shit into
My
Canada. That's what we
question
need to
is,
do.
do you
Send that
think
shit back.
do you think Ralph Lundgren is gonna send the money back? Like,
No,
you think he's gonna send it
Bro,
say Ralph
bro,
Lundgren.
back? Whatever the fuck his name is.
Dolph Lundgren.
It's not Ralph
Yeah, I thought it
Lundgren.
was Ralph. It's Dolph. Who fucking names their kids Dolph? But
It's
whatever.
not Dolph Lundgren either. That's an actor.
I'm sorry. I'm
But
not
I feel
supposed to
you.
know
I'm pretty sure his last name is Zelensky.
That's not the only proclaimed accident that happened. Fucking JP
Oh.
Morgan was ordered. JP Morgan was ordered to release emails from Epstein shit.
The
and he
original JP
accidentally
Morgan, he
deleted
been
all of them.
died.
No, nigga.
Or the company as a unit.
He said J.P. Morgan. Nah, he been dead for like 70 years.
I know. So
I mean,
you
the
talking
company,
about the
the
company as an entity?
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
Jay,
I mean,
he's,
technically, corporations are people.
Yeah, I know that.
Jay, he's just trolling. That was funny. He gotta be.
Listen, he did what was the mistake they did?
Nah, they were fined $4 million for deleting 47 million emails, including some requests.
How you get fined less than the like? That's less than 10% of the amount of emails you deleted. What the fuck?
So they fined them how much?
47 million.
Guess
I
what?
mean,
okay.
4 million for 47 million emails.
They can't even get mad at him, bro. They can't. You know why? Because
he's dead.
JP Morgan
they
has
just
so much
sent
money, and they're gonna do that.
6.2 billion to fucking Russia. So why you even getting mad at him? It says when you can get fined for deleting an email.
Yes, you trying to hide something. You can. It's so crazy. Like you can never delete an email, bro. It's gonna still be in there one way or another. You can
Right, it's recoverable.
Everything is. There's no such thing as deleted emails or anything on a computer, bro.
Fuck.
It's almost it. I shouldn't say that. It's possible to get some shit scrubbed off the internet and shit, but it's easy to
They be
find
doing
it.
that.
Want to?
I recently learned that this is mad random, but talking about scrubbing the internet.
No such thing as random.
I guess so. So E.L. James, aka I forgot her name, is like Sherry some bullshit. This chick who wrote 50 Shades of Grey, right? So that shit started out as fan fiction for Twilight. And apparently, according to the video I was watching, this shit is almost word for word the same thing, a ripoff. But it's enough different that she has her own thing. So people at some point were going back and try to read her. Huh?
So can you explain that? Well, you said it's fan fiction for Twilight.
Yeah.
But she wrote it, but she's stealing it line for line.
Like she stole like moments and story beats and like progression of characters and just pretty much changed situations and made it more about sex.
Okay.
Yeah,
that happens all the time.
But she eventually when she got big and stuff like that, apparently she was very boisterous and controlling over her shit to the point that making the movies and shit like that was very hellish for people on set. And it eventually led to her just randomly suing people that had parties that were themed after her books because she felt that it was a bad look to the brand. And then also she contacted different websites like the archive websites to scrub off anything that has her original drafts on it. And if anybody posts original drafts of her shit that like point out like, yeah, she was kind of stealing a lot of shit, they just get a cease and desist order and shit like that.
But so you telling me she took the story of Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
She made it. She changed it
allegedly.
Yep. And then she just spit it back out and made a whole new story out of it.
But it's like all about sex this time.
Yeah, but it don't make sense
Like,
because
but like
you
there was
can
an
do that with
analysis
anything.
done
That's what they
that
did with fucking
apparently, like, I
football.
think it's 85% of the writing is like identical to Twilight.
Damn.
No way, bro.
And
Fucking
and
movies are
what's
totally
crazy
different.
about this is
So
that
when does Jacob come in 50 Shades of Grey?
well,
There's
like
no other guy. There's no other guy
I
in
don't know
50
enough
Shades
of
of Grey.
about that bullshit to answer that question for you, unfortunately. But it
Okay.
brings up an interesting thing because, like, it's been observed and seen that most of that shit is not her work. She didn't come up with it. However, people get flagged for just borrowing things for 10 seconds on their videos as a demonstration, or just take a music clip just to put to the background of something they definitely created. They just want to use that. They get flagged out. You can't even do it. But she has $1 billion franchise off of that shit.
That's crazy, right? How much money that fucking book movie deal made?
Mm-hmm.
They
How many used vegetables were in theaters?
It shows you how perverted women really fucking are for them to support.
Time out. There was used vegetables in theaters?
You didn't see those reports?
Dog.
No, I didn't.
Cucumbers.
Yeah. Cucumbers, English and regular, just left in movie theaters after screenings of the movie.
Oh, what theater was
Like,
that?
motherfuckers couldn't even throw it away. There's garbage cans. We've all been to the movie theater.
All
Disgusting.
over. I heard about that.
Yeah, we about to go to that movie theater. Bitches is wild over there. Oh, money, one of the bitches had that fucking gooey duck though. In the fucking theater with that shit.
Just slapping it and shit.
Slapping
Seeing it
around
squirt in the dark in the silhouette. Like, what the fuck is that?
But yo, my thing was the movie wasn't even that crazy. Like I didn't even get a fucking 10th of a stiffy. Like the girl that played that part, she was not even pretty, bro. Like,
bro, that movie wasn't for you to get your dick hard, too.
that was not for you, bro. I don't understand how women was in the theaters just throwing cucumbers in their fucking vaginal systems.
I liked 50 Shades of Black better. And
yeah, me too. That one was hilarious.
that was much better.
I haven't seen it.
Shout out to Marlon Wayans for still making solid comedy. Not all the time is it good, but he's still out there, and I appreciate him.
He's in his 50s.
That was mad backhanded.
This motherfucker here.
I'm just trying to be honest. Like, not every movie's a hit, but they're good enough that he gets to make more.
3 feet long?
Me and my sister Paulina got a...
Oh, he got one.
This is a gooey duck, a type of burrowing clam with a very long neck. This huge shaft can grow over 3 feet long. Why is it so big? We'll take a close look at the tip. It's difficult to spot, but you might see a small hole. This is the clam's mouth. Gooey ducks like to bury themselves underground, so they need to grow long and firm necks in order to penetrate the surface and allow their mouths to access food and water. This is a gooey duck, a type of burrowing clam with a very long neck.
There you go.
He's repeating
There you
himself,
go.
bro.
It's a cock duck.
That shit was crazy, bro. Nigga said
Remember,
3
gooey
feet.
ducks are growers, not showers. So, give them time.
We gotta start referring that to women that are into bestiality if you ever meet one.
Nah, just refer when you're with your girl. Just be like, "Hey, baby, suck on that gooey duck."
Out of here. She ain't gonna need me no more. That nigga go 3 feet. She's gonna be totally
Man,
damaged.
ain't no woman that deep. That's a lot of extra, man.
I was gonna no woman is gonna want that fucking gooey duck.
She's from the Amazon.
That's too much.
You're gonna rupture some shit inside her with a dick like
right? You gonna end up in her stomach.
That's fucking.
It's gonna be like a cartoon gonna come right out her fucking nostrils.
Be like a fucking hentai anime bullshit. The niggas is fucked.
That's where that shit comes from, huh?
Probably.
Them motherfuckers
weird. Look at the gooey duck. I know. It's like, what the fuck?
That's exactly where that comes from. Horny ass country.
For real. They're the only country that I'm aware of that has panty vending machines.
Every country is horny.
Nah.
No.
Japan got the rest of the world beat, dog. Like if there was like a horny power ranking, Japan should be number 1.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're the only people that fucking sell it to our children. Fucking kids were taken into care from a drag party in a hoarder house, bro, full of sex toys, drugs, and a dead trans woman.
Do you know how European countries get down when it comes to this?
Gooey duck all the way up there. Shit. That's what she did.
That's fucking wild.
You just said a dead trans woman. I would have went in there and fucking shot it all up.
I heard that there's a place in Amsterdam called the Gooey Duck.
Google it.
Wait, there's a place?
I'm pretty sure he's trolling.
I know he's trolling, but you never fucking know with this guy. What's wrong about the duck, man?
Get some Gooey Duck.
Bro, there is a Gooey Duck restaurant and lounge.
Of course.
Is it really? No
but
way.
It's in Wyoming. It's in Wyoming.
Wyoming's not even a real place, Jay. So stop. Like the fuck out of here.
Right? That existed in what? Wizard of Oz, and that's it.
That's
It's
not
like
a real.
10 people there.
Not real talk.
There's no place like home. And then she left Wyoming and came back to America.
He said in Wyoming. Get the fuck out of here. It's not a real place.
Yeah, remember the song? It's Sweet Home Alabama, not Sweet Home a fucking fake place.
I would have believed it.
I'm lying, bro. I'm lying. It's not in Wyoming. It's in Washington. It's where you're at.
God.
Oh, okay.
The guy, he did say bestiality.
It's across the street from you, Dre. You ain't never seen it?
I'll say that makes a little bit more
He
sense.
said that earlier. He said they do bestiality a lot over there.
Hey, listen.
Gooey duckies.
Did Tolan say bestiality is like not illegal in certain states? It's like, bro, most of the country bestiality laws are like kind of whatever. Like
That's geoduck.
If you get caught fucking your goat, people gonna be like, "Hey, bro, you're not supposed
That's
to do
not
that."
gooey duck. Jay, that's geoduck.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
Well, I guess these
They
people
all
know
look
how
like
to
they
pronounce
had a
it.
Gooey Duck up close.
Well, we've been saying gooey duck the whole time, and it's geoduck.
No, it's pronounced.
No, it's Gooey Duck.
Oh,
This
so
ain't
it's
no
like
Pokemon.
knife.
It's not Geoduck.
It's like knife and knife.
Yo, give Pokemon 3-4 years, there'll be something like that.
That's what they've been saying.
Probably.
That fucking Pokemon shit is still going hard.
You remember Shelder? That motherfucker was almost like that, sticking that giant tongue out.
Remember Lickitung?
He's the original gooey duck.
Yeah. Lickitung would lick a bitch and she be paralyzed.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's fucking crazy. It really had a Pokemon big ass pink tongue. It was like licking people. So it's freak ass. That's Jay, this goes back to
You know he has a evolution to him. I forgot the name of the second one though.
Like Licka King or something like that. He'd be like licking and fingering.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how.
I can't remember.
His main move is Power Fist.
No, it was lick.
This is called tongue
No,
twister.
not for Licka King.
Tongue twister.
Yo, you remember Slow Bro? They can give a shit about fuck. They would eat their tails and be like, "Slow Bro, slow."
Yeah, but the slow bro has the shoulder on his tail, and then the slow king has the shoulder on his head.
No, he has a cloister, I
toes.
think, on his head or something.
Huh?
He has like a cloister or something like that. He has,
No,
like,
that's
two
a
different
shoulder.
things.
It's a shoulder. He puts his head
Is
in the water, and he waits to get captured by a shoulder. When he gets captured,
Evolve.
huh?
There's something else that had to evolve, and then it would go.
No,
on.
the slowpoke is the first evolution. Then the slowpoke, he puts his tail into the water, and when he puts his tail into the water, the shoulder bites his tail. He becomes a slow bro. And then if he wants to become a slow king, he puts his head in the water, and the shoulder jumps onto the head, and he gets psychic powers.
Nah, it's not a shelter though.
Yeah, it is. Just Google it.
Like,
I would say, I thought
I
it was.
tell you, I'm 100% right on this, bro.
Jay, pull it up. Pull it up, Jay.
Wait, if it's not Shelter, then who is it then? Because I'm trying to remember. If
I feel like it's like maybe like the one before Chloe. I don't know. Maybe it is Shelter, but I feel
Google.
like it looks more like a coral on
Pokemon
his
is on
head.
the tail of
Shelter's
Slowbro when it
evolution.
evolves?
It might be Shelter's evolution.
Like Cloyster, I thought, or something like that was the top
I
part.
think it's Cloyster. It is Shelter.
Shell on Slowbro's tail is supposed to be Shelter, the goofy purple
Yeah.
clam Pokemon.
Tell you.
But what about the hat, bitch?
The Slow King
Hey
is a
Google,
Shelter too.
what crown is on Slow King?
These pictures should match.
The fuck is that? Hey Google, what Pokemon is the crown on Slow King?
These pictures should match.
Your mother
She don't
should
know
know.
nothing. Your thumbs would have got you an answer by now.
She's trying, but man.
No. I know Jay's trying, but she's failing. I'm criticizing her.
I know that because
Or it. I don't really know how to refer to it. It has
like
a female
2 months
voice.
ago, I watched the whole Pokemon series again.
Woo, that must have been
It's a Shelter.
interesting.
It's the Shelter.
I tell you.
It is a Shelter on the top?
Yeah.
That's how he's able to get psychic powers and shit. Because he's normally
I definitely thought it looked different.
It's because when he gets on his head, he changes colors and shit. And it could jump to any other Pokemon. So it's
You would
like,
have thought it was a Cloyster though.
yeah, but it changes colors because the Shelter's purple. And then when, like, I guess when he you know, when the niggas they do the fucking fusion like fucking Dragon Ball Z, nigga changes colors.
Speaking of horny ass shows,
What horny show?
Man.
Ball Z,
I was gonna say Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball's that shit.
Dragon Ball is a fucking horrible show.
Obviously,
I can't.
obviously it is now because you want to compare it to the new
No,
anime.
Macho. It always was.
No,
And it still is now. Okay, so you tell me where is it necessary for me to see a naked Kid Goku several times? Why is this nigga patting a naked, half naked but why he take her panties off? Why did a teenage Bulma flash her pussy to an old man? Why did this happen in the first 4 episodes? Tell me that.
Because it was made in Japan.
They need to get you
for
hooked.
adults. It wasn't for children.
It needs to get you hooked. Jay. Son of a bitch.
Why that would get you hooked to Dragon Ball Z, bro.
You know I'm right, number one. And number two, it was made in the 80s.
No. My point is the fact that nobody gave a fuck about that shit back then except people that watched anime. And yes, there are people that just enjoyed it. And then there's the same people that generally push that culture, the weeaboos. And we know, not all of them, but a fair amount of them be fucked up. And they don't mind that shit. I very much do. I can't get into the show. I've gotten 20 episodes in, and let me tell you, the main focus of the show is boring as shit. It's about Bulma's teenage ass wanting a boyfriend, and this nigga Yamcha being too afraid to talk to bitches. So he wants to get the Dragon Ball so he can talk to bitches. And all that happens is this fucking pervert pig wishes for some panties that he then wears on his fucking head.
Yep, I'm not gonna lie. I just recently went through the fucking whole Dragon Ball journey, not too long ago.
What I'm
The
trying
whole
to tell you
Dragon
is
Ball Z shit.
nobody
front to
watched
back,
Dragon
right?
Ball. Nobody watched that show. What people did was they was like, "What the fuck is this?" Then when Dragon Ball Z came out,
I did a recap on YouTube. For
they
Dragon
loved
Ball.
Dragon Ball Z and they wanted to know who was this Goku guy. And they went back and watched Dragon Ball. Nobody really sat there and watched the whole Dragon Ball.
It's terrible.
Because
the only thing good out of Dragon Ball is the fights, and at this point, they're literally the same things. The best version of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is the abridged version on YouTube. It's just, it literally tells you the story, but it's way more hilarious because it parodies the show by like real anime nerds at that. If you've never seen DBZ abridged, go fucking watch it. You can watch all of DBZ again and enjoy the whole shit, but be like, yeah, nah, they right about that. Like the fact that Goku's a terrible father is very much acknowledged, and it's great.
Is he?
Yes.
I've had this conversation with somebody. I just want to hear you. Yeah, let's see.
Well,
I mean, I
this is
wouldn't
a
say
good
he
time
is a
to bring
father
up.
at all. He's more like an
This is a
uncle.
good time to bring up a segment that we're gonna try out on this show called
Uncle
The
Father?
Great Debate.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Debate.
What are we gonna debate? Is
Why
Goku
the
a
fuck
good
is
father?
Goku a bad father?
Why?
I see him as every father from the 90s. Literally. Like, you go to work, you never see your father. You see him for 1 hour, then he goes back to work. You're in school, you never see the motherfucker. That's every dad in the 90s. Your dad didn't
90s
chill
come
with you.
far.
When they chilled
Yeah,
with you
but
on celebrations, which they did in Dragon Ball Z. The only time he hung out with his dad was
you
when his
are ignoring
birthday.
an important factor, sir.
What happened?
Chi-Chi. Goku has fought gods and demons and everything in between, but he has never beaten Chi-Chi.
He don't need to. This his wife.
This nigga
female,
has
he was
several
married.
children and still doesn't know what fucking is because Chi-Chi.
I know that, bro, but
I kind of hate that Dragon Ball
he's
Super
showing
did that though.
morals, not to hit a woman, not to disrespect a woman. It's kind of showing
That was
morals.
Vegeta.
He
Vegeta
wasn't
got
a-
pissed off when this woman got slapped.
Oh, that shit was fire, but then he got beat up 10 minutes later. You hit
It's
my
like he
baby.
became a god and it meant nothing, but then he became a god. It's like, yeah, nothing means anything in Dragon Ball Z.
It's just fire. It's just
Like,
basically talking about men's ego.
So why is Goku a bad father?
One, well, Goku definitely is just like, yeah, we're gonna train, and that's what we're gonna do. I don't know how to read or write or what my real name is, but we're gonna train, and I'm gonna fight, and I might die, but it's okay. You guys will get the Dragon Balls, huh, Gohan? No, I can't add, but we can fight. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, you gotta do better than that if you don't want to get slammed into a mountain. Let's try again. But I'm only 5. That's why.
You sound like the old English dub one. Is good.
This motherfucker said, I'm gonna just sacrifice myself and not win against Cell and just let you handle it, nigga. Like, what? Okay.
He knew he had it. He knew he had it. He had confidence.
But he was sick. He was sick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop fighting so my son can be a great warrior, but then just turn out to be a fucking loser. That's what I'm gonna do. Say a man. You don't remember that bullshit?
That pissed me off.
You obviously didn't see the new movie then.
No, I've seen the bullshit from the new movie, and it's not impressive enough. Gohan has not been redeemed yet. Also, that animation is kind of weird for Dragon Ball Z. I hope they don't make that standard.
Agreed.
He kind of came back up in the Dragon Ball Z Super. He did.
Yeah, but
awesome
like,
nah, he still wasn't like he was supposed to be. He was supposed
Gohan should be where Goku is.
Never that.
At this point,
he's half human.
He surpassed both of them.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. Go look it up.
No, but what has he done with it?
His
Oh,
potential is he's
nothing.
never done it though. His potential was awesome. But I always said I don't give a fuck what the writers write. He's half human, so that means he's half a piece of shit. So he would never be what Goku is or what Vegeta is. He would never surpass them.
He already
not necessarily
did.
because Trunks was like like Goku and Gohan all got way farther than their fathers did at way younger ages. They were Super Saiyans and like Super Saiyan 2 by like
father
4 or some shit.
Their father could have been dickheads and been like, "No, I will never show you shit. Fuck you."
Well, as far as Gohan's
gonna
concerned,
show you what a
that's
Super
why
Saiyan
they're
is.
trying to fix it because his dad kept dying and being selfish. All he has is fucking Piccolo, and Piccolo is maxed out. Sorry, you can only make this nigga so strong. He can't teach Gohan once he's a Super Saiyan. What is he gonna
Orange
do?
Piccolo
block harder.
Why is it that they name him so? His name is so close to being.
They're moving so fast, I can't see them anymore.
What you said, Jay?
So his name is close to being what? Geoduck?
Nah, I'm saying his name
Black
is supposed to be in a
Geoduck.
fucking pickle, bro. He looks like a pickle. He's fucking a
You
fermented
remember
being.
that fucking Rose Goku bullshit they did with Black Goku? They did nigga Goku, but he wasn't actually black. And they gave him a rose form, and he's supposed to be this threat, but he's not. Just like everybody's
Yeah,
never
when he
fucking
was
threat.
Black
It's
Goku, he had black hair first, and then he evolved
like if
into.
there was a real threat, they would show up. Goku and Vegeta would fight hard as shit and look like they were gonna beat him, and then they couldn't, and they both get fucking wiped. And then the fucking villain wins and starts taking shit out, and the Z fighters go on into hiding, and they start trading and shit, and they end up surpassing their fathers and carrying on the legacy that way. That's what they should have been did, but no, they just keep stalling and stalling and stalling. It's like, what the fuck is ever gonna happen and progress in this show? It's not the same story beats.
Goku
The
and
Tournament of
Vegeta
Power
still
was
got-
entertaining to watch because it was pure DBZ, which is the fights. But in terms of progression of the show, Super hasn't really done anything other than just scale it larger so DBZ tards can be like, nobody can beat Goku. It's like anybody, most people in comics can beat Goku, but whatever.
He's like Superman, bro.
He's
No,
not though.
he's not like Superman. Don't even remotely give him that type of accolade unless you're choosing a specific version.
He's not like
Does
Superman.
Superman keep getting stronger?
If anything, his story is definitely taken from Superman.
Yes, it is. He's
Which,
just a dumb version.
yeah, it's I love Dragon Ball for its fights because it does it well, but I'm tired of seeing the same fights, and most people are. That's why it's not a top ranked anime anymore. There's no real change.
They already
I mean,
evolved.
it's been top
All
ranked.
other
One Piece,
cartoons,
Anyway.
all
One
other
Piece has over
cartoons is trying to
1,000
surpass it.
episodes at this point for a reason. Whether you like it or not, like there's 1,000 episodes in because people watch it because despite doing
What
similar
about
things,
Bleach?
it has
Bleach is a piece of
constant
shit.
fucking
You ever seen
progression.
Bleach? That shit got like 6,000 episodes.
Yo,
Who the fuck watches
Bleach.
Bleach?
Bleach is great when you know what's filler and skip it. I didn't at first. That's why I'm very far behind on it.
Besides anime, have you been watching anything new? Any new movies?
I'll probably see Oppenheimer.
I saw Fast 10. I saw the new.
I watched
The movie was
Heavyweights
good
the other
only
day.
because Jason Momoa played a Joker-like person.
Yes, I'll say. Look,
His
I'm
fucking
gonna say
acting was
three
amazing.
things, right? Two
They
things
brought
I'm
it
gonna
back.
say. Right?
It's a little better than the last three.
The first thing is agreeing with you. Jason Momoa is the best fast villain ever. Right? He's fucking
amazing.
up there, and he needs to play that type of
How
villain
quick is he?
again. You'll have to watch it to know.
Damn, is that fast?
He's deadly, bro. He's deadly. And then the second thing I have to say is only 2 words. Green screen, family.
Okay, that's 3 fucking words, but okay.
No, green screen's 1 word. Yeah, will you see John Wick 4?
That was good.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I wish I didn't.
Yeah, like it.
No, it was not. It was not good. It didn't need to happen.
I fell asleep at the end.
I like it.
I don't know if
killing.
he died or
I like
not.
when you headshot. Love it.
All like that movie should have happened before 3. Like it would have fit better there because, like, in terms of ending that whole story, it was predictable. It felt very kind of like been there and done that. Somehow, even though they're all very well done, there's definitely scenes that go on too long for the action shit. And like
Best
it's well done. Like it's a good movie, but for what it's doing, like we're talking about Wick here, not just it's a movie. It's the worst one out of them.
think it was equally matched, bro. Because if you look at the way, like you said, like I agree with you, the way they did it was real good. Especially that one scene when they did the bird's eye view when he's in that fucking building, and you get to live through the situation where he doesn't know where the enemy's at, but you get to see where the enemy's at, and you watch him guess where the enemy's at. That shit was fire. But
Yeah,
I
there's
get what you're
definitely
saying. Like
some
the
great
story
moments.
is like, where you going with this? Like, you know?
Yeah, as a Wick fan, it felt empty. But as an action movie, it's still one of the best action movies that's come out recently. Like it's not me saying it's not good has nothing to do with it as like a ranking of an overall film. It has to do with it as a
There's no
John Wick
green
film.
screen in that bitch.
Because like I appreciate a lot of the shit that's in there, but I enjoyed the third one far more, even though it has its cliffhanger.
Anybody
It tastes better and more
Y'all are
varied.
impossible fucking people to please when it comes to movies, yo. Y'all are
I like the John Wick
no
4.
movie,
No,
no
look,
movies ever. I'm talking about for like generally speaking, when we talk about movies, y'all hate everything. Y'all don't like nothing.
I can give you
I
some.
don't hate the
if you
movie.
wanna
I was
hate.
disappointed as an ending to like the three films. Like it's
Yeah,
just
I get what you're saying, Talon. It's still like, yo,
Did y'all see the new Transformers movie yet?
I saw it.
Nah.
It was good. I think it was okay.
no.
I
The
didn't
only
see
part I
it.
like is when that one Transformer, the Mirage, he like mended because he was like halfway dead, and
y'all-
he like jumped onto the kid, and the kid had like this fucking Iron Man suit on. And he was fucking niggas up with this.
That was crazy, but they did that for a reason. And spoilers ahead. Do y'all mind spoilers? Do
Not
y'all
at
two
all.
mind?
No.
Right,
Not at
we're
all.
not gonna see it.
At the very end of the movie, they
Tyrese.
introduced to the Transformers series G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Great.
Right.
So Hasbro's gonna do a fucking multiverse. Wonderful.
Yes,
It's
sir.
about time, I
Yes,
guess,
sir.
right?
Everybody's got to do a multiverse because nobody can write shit. Fuck the Writers Guild and fuck your fucking. I hope you all never get jobs again. You suck at it.
It's not gonna be the Transformers.
Speaking of
They
multiverse,
chose
what about the
kid.
Spider-Man?
They
Y'all
chose
seen
the
that shit?
kid.
No.
What Spider-Man? What Spider-Man movie you talking about?
The Spidey
New one.
verse.
The one about
Must
Gwen
have
Stefani or whatever.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy, sir.
I was close. I got the first two letters right of the last name.
No, that one wasn't bad, but the way they ended it was definitely like a cliffhanger. And
Can you tell me why they made that the Spider-Man that was a teacher a fucking homely pink suited fuck?
Wait, what?
The nigga, like the dude that was helping Miles in the previous movie. Why is he just carrying around a baby all the time with a pink jacket on, being useless?
That's his daughter.
My thing
this
no,
movie.
No, I know that's his daughter. That's obvious. So otherwise, it's creepy.
This was a filler movie, though. To be honest with you, it was just meant to bring you to the next movie. This movie was.
So I'm glad I definitely skipped it.
When I saw that he was Puerto Rican, I quit on the first one. Once I saw he was Puerto Rican, I was like, no, bro, no.
Bro, if y'all want to skip anything, skip Ash.
Ain't no Puerto
Why?
Rican.
Because you're a Marvel tard, or because everybody said to skip it? Because I've seen plenty of people say that.
I like the
No,
guy that plays
it
Flash.
had some good elements. Like I like that fucking. Both
I heard
of
the
them,
second half is better than the first half.
Flash and fucking Supergirl are both Spanish in that movie.
Okay.
The kid that plays Flash.
That's about all I like.
The kid that plays Flash.
I heard that there was a lot of cameos that were cool.
He's from the Justice League. That's the
Yeah,
Justice
there
League
was
fan, right?
because spoiler alert at the end
Jason.
of the movie for the credits, he says to Aquaman every time he goes back into the past,
Nicolas Cage?
Batman has a new face.
Is it Nicolas
Yes,
Cage?
Superman, Nicolas Cage. Yes,
It is.
Yes.
It is Nicolas Cage.
Yes,
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that's fucking great. That's fucking great. I'm definitely gonna go watch it now. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nicolas
Are you
Cage
kidding me? That's the fucking greatest thing I've ever heard. Are you fucking kidding right now? Honestly, because I will go see this shit
Jay, you
while
can
I'm
hear
visiting
me?
in Connecticut.
That's
It had good
hilarious,
shit
yo.
to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Jason, you can hear
it
me?
was. I would. Yeah, I can hear you, Mach. I would put it above a lot of DC movies.
Are you
I heard that
serious?
shit
No,
was
I
Nicolas
don't care
Cage
if
is
it's
playing
horrendous.
Superman?
I wouldn't see it in the movies though.
What, Flash?
Nah, nigga, you just told me that fucking Nicolas Cage is now in the DC universe. I'm gonna go watch whatever garbage is before it just to see that confirmation.
That's hilarious.
Hell, I'll buy a ticket and show up at the end if
One
necessary. It
thing
doesn't
I
really
don't
matter.
understand. So wait, you don't. So Jason, you don't like the guy that's playing Flash?
Ezra Miller, he wasn't that bad.
A lot of people don't like Ezra
I'm
Miller
not
though. He's
saying
not a good
it
person.
was bad enough to
He's the
never
one that was
see.
in the Justice
I'm
League.
just
He's
saying I
Justice
will
League
pay
Flash,
to
right?
see it.
He was in the Justice League, right?
Who, Flash? Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
He
didn't
played
mind
a
him
better
in the
role in
Justice
this movie
League.
than he did in the Justice League.
He's way better than the fucking that guy that did the series. That guy's a fucking
Grant Gustin? Nah, I
he's a
like Grant
numbnuts,
Gustin.
bro. That fucking show was hot, but he's a horrible actor, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
don't do
convince
that.
me. He don't convince me, bro. Like when he's acting, I be like, I don't believe you.
What about
Anything
on
you say.
TV? Y'all watching anything good on TV?
Well, I'm watching Godfather of Harlem. That shit's pretty okay so far.
You know, I wanted to start that. But
It's
that's
pretty
about
good.
I've
Bumpy
been
I'm in like
Johnson,
watching
right?
Fresh Off the Boat.
fourth
It's about Bumpy
episode,
Johnson?
season 1. Yeah, it's pretty good, bro. That motherfucker's ruthless.
Bumpy. Ooh.
I watched it because it's Forrest Whitaker. I feel like he's a great actor.
Oh yeah, okay. I've definitely seen clips of that shit.
Yeah, Forrest
That looks
Whitaker.
good.
That's the only reason why I put it on because I'm like, he's never failed me. So
Yeah,
Me and
Forrest Whitaker's a
Jasmine
good
were
actor.
just binging some shit on Apple TV called Swagger with
Yeah, no.
O'Shea Jr. That shit's pretty good.
Who?
Ice Cube's son.
you see, Animal Kingdom.
No, didn't you watch that Animal Kingdom?
That's a movie about the animals.
No.
No, I mean
But
the
to
show Animal
the
Kingdom.
white motherfuckers that rob, they do like little theft gigs and shit, and it's okay. I think it's a little too much. Like I got to season 2 halfway, and then I stopped because it got a little too soapy for me. I was like, wait, it's too much.
Mm.
It was
I've been
drama.
watching like Fresh Off the Boat, and I've been watching Key and Peele.
Like yo, the so far I'm on episode 4 of the Harlem Godfather of Harlem. That motherfucker ruthless. I think he just some nigga was trying to talk to him. He just cut his throat, and the nigga was like a made mafia dude. He didn't give a fuck. He was like,
And
oh,
that's a true story, all of that.
I watched most of the series. I think I got like a season left on the show. It's good.
It's only 3 seasons long, so you probably
It's only 3 seasons. I thought it was 4. But
Have any of you guys watched Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
that
I wanted to, but I couldn't get into it.
Awesome
I was gonna say the same shit, Jay. It's not. I can't get into it. Timepieces are hard for me to really care about, especially some shit that long ago.
I've heard it's got some good shit in it, but I did start it once. And I was like, I feel like this is a slow starting show, and I don't really have the patience for it at the moment.
It's
but I've heard good stuff about it.
I wanted to start
It's got
watching
great
Secret
casting.
Invasion, but I haven't started watching it yet. I only seen the first episode.
Apparently, you should go watch Captain Marvel first because it's pretty much a sequel to that.
I watched Captain
and
Marvel.
Samuel L. Jackson. I could be wrong. I think Dre said he had started it, but he's kind of like he's got PTSD from the blip now.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I watched.
Even though
the
he was
first
a murderer and he did certain crazy shit in the past, dying and coming back did a lot for him.
Motherfucker was on Saber and shit. I seen the first episode, but
Yeah, I watched the first episode. That was it. I don't got the patience for the shows to give me one episode at a time, so I'm just wait.
I seen that Gerard Butler movie. Candy.
Wait. Who did you say?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Gerard. Right?
Gerard Butler. No, it's Gerard. Gerard.
Gerard Butler. He made a movie called Kandar or some shit. It's some fucking.
He's gonna
place.
be Kratos. They said he's
Is
gonna.
he?
They're thinking about like who should be playing Kratos if they do a movie.
You know why?
They're not doing a movie. Amazon is doing a show.
Or well, okay, you know what?
You know why though?
No,
Because
his
Is
name
he
is
gonna be the weak fucking?
Nah, he did Leonidas.
Exactly. Yeah, he did.
He did Leonidas. He's literally the only person that's kind of already been kind of cast in the position that work.
I understand that, but
Did
he
y'all
needs
see The
to
Idol?
fucking build up.
What'd you say?
Did y'all see The Idol?
No.
With The Weeknd?
No, I heard
And
about.
No, I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, right. What
Bro,
the fuck is wrong with the? I'm not gonna watch that. It's filth.
That shit's wild.
Yeah, that is literally just meant to corrupt you and your soul.
What is that movie about? What's the premise of that shit?
I just told you.
Really? It's all about showing fucking Johnny Depp's daughter's titties and ass the whole episode.
I don't want to see
Every
that.
episode.
Titties, ass.
I just
That's
told
all
you.
it's about.
That.
And watching her sing while fucking The Weeknd finger pops her.
Amazing.
I always thought The Weeknd was
He
autistic.
probably really did that. He
What?
is.
You thought
He
he was
is.
autistic?
Yeah, he looks autistic, bro. He looked like he got some problems. Like in his
Why is
face.
that
He has a song about that, I think.
Huh?
I think it's like "fuck LA" or something like that. I don't know.
He has
Something about
issues,
coke
bro.
and autism.
Like his eyes are like all the way to the side of his head, like Drake. He look like a goldfish.
What?
Drake's eyes are so separated,
Nah.
bro. I say it all the time. I don't care what nobody tells me.
No, they just all from the same planet as what's the name
I
as
remember when
Ariel.
Drake first came out, and people, these bitches was like, "Oh, he's so sexy." I'm like, if you like goldfishes, his nigga eyes are on the side of his fucking face, bro. Just like The Weeknd.
Man look like a guppy.
It must be.
It must be a Toronto thing.
Right. I was just saying it must be a Canadian thing.
Right. Well, they got those
Hey, buddy.
plastic fires up there. Hey, buddy, why doesn't your head pop off like mine?
Right.
Hey, pal. Mind your business, friend. Yeah.
What's gonna happen? I think Jim Carrey's supposed to be playing somebody.
Jim
Jim Carrey retired, I thought.
That's not a real thing, Talin.
No, he's supposed to be. He's supposed
He
to be.
is kind of old
somebody.
though.
I just heard it.
He's not
the
that
other day.
old to retire.
He's supposed to be playing as
He
some
did
sort
say
of
he was
villain.
retiring though.
Yeah, but like
After Sonic 2.
you can't retire from some shit like acting or
No,
making.
I think he's supposed to be playing a villain. I think he's supposed to be playing fucking like I forgot, man.
He
I
probably
think
got.
it's in
He probably
DC.
got some
How you
roles.
get mad at us because you forgot?
Right.
I ain't get mad at you.
This man over here
Yeah, yo,
gaslighting.
there's a couple good trailers out. Y'all seen
Gaslighting's
the
not
trailer
real.
to Dune 2?
Gaslighting's
That's why I
not really
said it.
made it. Dune sucks.
Just
I watched the first Dune the other day, and I'm like, this shit not really cool
did you
shit-
see
at
The
all.
movie,
Extraction?
like the new one or the old one?
Both of them.
The new one.
I watched the new one the other day, and I'm like, this shit.
Honestly, it's a really good setup film, but if they don't do a little bit more in terms of like action interaction in the next one, it's not
Well,
gonna
that's
do
what
well
I'm
for the
telling you.
series.
The trailer just came out, and it looks like it's pretty action packed.
How
What
long is that
movie you
trailer?
talking about?
5 minutes? The entire fucking fights? I don't need to see that bullshit. I'll just
What
wait
movie
for
you
the
talking
damn
about?
movie.
Dune.
Dude, one was trash though.
Right. That shit. I was like, this shit.
Fucking
Not,
shit was trash. It was the Rock was
Not
still
like-
trying to find himself and shit.
no, you said not the Rock.
The Rock's not in that.
The Rock's not.
Rock
You mean
is-
Doom?
Not
Oh, you
Doom.
talking about
Dune.
Dune.
D-U-N-E.
Yeah,
Oh, that shit was whack
D-U-N-E.
too. That shit was mad long for no reason.
I was like,
Right, well, like-
the Doom movie off the video game, it was all right. It could have been better.
The video game
For
was
doing
fire.
that first person scene, that shit was pretty cool, but it definitely could have been better.
That part was fire when it was like, okay, you can't make a Doom movie and not have a first person scene where you're
That was
killing.
the only good part.
No, I mean the rest of the movie is like, what are you expecting from a Doom movie? Like this is not supposed to change my fucking soul. And it's like, yeah, I want to see some aliens.
I mean, to be honest, they could definitely make a Doom movie off of this new shit.
Off what new shit?
Off the new Doom games, just having some silent protagonist being a fucking badass and have somebody else carry it along at moments. They could do that.
Hey, bro, we're not watching this
What is
shit.
this about though?
That's pretty much what John Wick was. He has like 8 minutes of dialogue.
Yeah.
It's called swimming. I don't
blame
Nigga,
Dune
don't play that bullshit. I just told you I want to watch
You know
this
you want to
motherfucking
see
shit. And you
it.
gonna throw it on? The fuck, nigga? God damn! I'm gonna turn my shit down and just look away. I don't want to see that bullshit. You asked me what movies I want to see. I'd like to see this movie. I want to see this goddamn thing. If it's a teaser, 30 seconds, all right.
What if Paul Atreides was still alive?
It's not. It's a 2 minute and 20.
That's too goddamn long. Just stop it here.
It's not.
2 minutes too
Wasn't
long.
she fucking?
Look, Nacho, I'm gonna say to you, the
anyway.
Dune book series that this is based off of is long as fuck, and the books themselves are
I
long
know.
as fuck.
Yeah,
So
the first
I
book
can
was like
definitely
2,000
understand you
pages.
saying that movie was long as fuck for no reason. And I'm gonna tell you that if this second movie does the same thing, I'm gonna agree with you. But I'm hoping that it's just a good setup. But if they don't set up nothing good, I'm
What
just
is it
gonna be like,
about? Is it like
I
some
ain't finna
fake
see this
Star
shit.
Wars, fake fucking Max? Oh, fucking, what's that movie called?
No, it's an interesting ass universe, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to represent it or not.
What is it about? What's the premise of it? What's the main plot?
I mean, the main kind of premise of it is that there's there's an emperor of like the galaxy who rules everything because that emperor controls what's called spice. Spice is like the main thing that powers the wealth and economy of the galaxy, possibly the universe. I don't remember which one it's supposed to be, but let's just say the galaxy at the moment. And there's a bunch of different houses that come from different planets that have different traits, they're different races and stuff like that. And they are all also vying for power. And this particular section is about Dune because Dune is a giant desert planet with a native population, the Fremen, which are those people that he comes in contact at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
And the Harkonnen had that shit, who's a house, and they're kind of fucking vicious and shit. And they're trying to get
Who you
power
calling the
over
Harkonnen?
the Atreides, and the Atreides are supposed to be, the people you're supposed to sympathize with or whatnot. And they get betrayed and set up by the Emperor with the Harkonnen because the Emperor is trying to do shit behind the scenes, and that's why they get fucked like they did.
Right.
And this particular section of Dune, because this story is like the 7th book, so they skip that shit.
You read the book?
This is about like Harkonnen and the Atreides, and I think there's supposed to be another one, House Ordo, that gets involved. But I don't know if they're going to talk about them or not. And that so there's like 4 factions all fighting for this planet because the control of this planet is control of the galaxy, and it leads to crazy fucking shit and like a god emperor thing where somebody becomes essentially like a combination of one of those sandworms and a human. Some crazy shit.
Isn't this a remake though? Didn't they make one of those? They made the Dune movie.
They
back
did, like
70s
back
and
in the
80s.
80s, I think.
Yeah, it came out in the 80s.
It looks like it too.
Failure.
It's not bad, but it looks like it.
It looks like it came out in the 80s.
Yeah, y'all might not be excited for Dune 2, but I know that kids out there right now are excited for fucking Five Nights at Freddy.
I'm excited for Big Trouble in Little China.
They remade that?
No, I'm just excited for it.
So I agree with you, Dre, but also, why would kids be excited for Five Nights at Freddy?
Right, that's terrifying. Why would you do that?
Why would your kids be
It's so
excited to
weird.
play a horror game and then go see a horror movie? Like the
love that
obvious
shit, bro. I don't know.
normalization of horror and demons and shit like that is so apparent that I
As a
can't
kid,
believe
I
it.
would have been petrified of that shit. I don't know what's wrong with these new kids.
I'm gonna play Five Nights at Freddy. I'm gonna play Slender Man. I'm gonna go play Silent Hill. Like the fuck's wrong with you, disturbed little
They
fuck?
got the grandma one too.
Those are good games.
Yeah, for grown ass people.
I was a kid.
Maybe like mature teenagers, but
You wasn't
not
a kid when
fucking
you played them?
kids. Huh?
You wasn't a kid when you played those? Because I was.
Hell no.
No.
As a
What
kid.
the fuck?
I didn't.
Have you not listened to my story so far? Of course not, but I didn't want to either.
I would say Silent Hill is kind of overrated to me.
Silent Hill.
It's like
for
it's kind of
me, when I played
it's
it,
trying too hard to be scary to me, and I'm like, this shit is Like I get it.
It was pretty hard.
No, I mean
When
like
it first came out,
it tries too hard to be scary.
I think it's because it's Japanese
so you play
psychological horror,
Silent Hill
which
for
can
PS1?
be very much that.
Wait, what happened? What you say, Macho?
Andre, Dre, you played it for PS1 back in the
What,
day?
Silent
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit, that whatever, like PS1, PS2, them old one, all of that shit. I like Resident Evil better because there's more action in the game. But like
Silent Hill was the creepy ass fucking game back then, though.
I get that it was a scary game, but like if I just looking back on it and seeing it now, I'm like, this shit was just the effort was too much. Or like this shit not really trying to scare.
Did you play the new Resident Evil?
Which one?
Village.
Yeah, I played it.
The most I heard about that game was not how scary it was, but how many people clearly have like a desire to be crushed by a large woman.
What?
I don't
all
think
I saw about that shit. Yeah.
I think you're talking about a different one, Tyler. Is that the same one, Jay?
Village? Yeah, with that big ass madam.
Yeah, he's talking about the first boss. The bitch that's chasing you all through the house with her fucking kids.
And going back to my original point, horny ass country.
Hey yo, look at fucking Thunder Thighs and Street Fighter.
It looked like they didn't need to make Chun-Li that thick. She didn't have to be that thick, right? That's not necessary.
You're right, because especially back when that fucking game came out, there wasn't no thick Asians at all.
Right.
Oh, well, she's been working out that leg with them fucking.
You remember Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive is ridiculous. That game that game was definitely made just to be horny.
Well, you know what? They accepted that because then they did the volleyball shit.
Right.
Wasn't there a fucking code where they would eventually get fully naked?
Probably.
No, I don't think so. I think there was on like a cheat you might have been able to do for topless, but it wasn't like real. Like there's nothing there. It was just to make it like not render shit. I mean, them motherfuckers rendered them in like literal string bikinis. Niggas is hard up.
You know, did y'all see the GTA trailer, the 6 trailer? Because I haven't seen it yet.
No, but I mean, it's probably gonna be a little broken when it comes out.
It's always gonna be broken when it comes out, and then people are gonna play it for 20 years before the next one comes out.
I take that back. The only thing that's really been broken from Rockstar recently was Red Dead Online, and that's because GTA 5 Online is literally making them billions.
When GTA 5 came out, they said this is the last one. They were not gonna make no more. That's why it took so many years to make another one, because it wasn't supposed to come out.
They're always gonna make another one.
I mean, to be fair to them, GTA 5 is on 3 console generations.
Yeah, it's PS3, 4, and 5. It's crazy.
Probably that's the first. Isn't that the only game to do that?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. We hope that you keep fucking tuning in every fucking week and making us the podcast to go through 3 generations, maybe 3 decades. Who knows? But all we know is stay motherfucking tuned, bitches.
You know one's longer than the other, right?
Every fucking week. What you said?
One's longer than the other, like significantly.